So this is a tutorial about how I dye my hair pastel pink from a brassy pale blonde. So this is what my hair looked like when I started.
It's a little like brassy and yellow, which I don't really like towards my root, and then you see my root growing in.
My hair is actually dark. I bleached it to begin with. I went to a salon and like had them bleach it, and they kind of like ombreed it or balayaged it, I don't know, I'm not a hairdresser, at the top, and so they got it to be the lightness that I needed. I just need to tone out all of those brassy, yellowish, like orangey tones that my hair turns into, because I have dark Asian hair underneath. Like this, my true natural hair color, you can see at the root, is like it's a pretty dark color. So it took a lot to figure out how to actually get my hair to A, not be brassy, B, stay not brassy, and C, deposit pink tones in so my hair can actually maintain this color. Because this pink is really hard, it washes out really quick. So yeah, I hope this helps mitigate problems that I know I had when I first started trying to maintain this. Okay, so I just put my hair up in a half up, half down, and I'm just gonna start with the bottom. I use some Manic Virgin Snow White toner to get the brassiness out of my hair because it's a little yellow where the blonde is, where the color was lifted from a dark brown. So once I put that in, I just mush it all over with my hands. Then I use the pink Colorista semi-permanent hair color. It's the color Soft Pink. I just mix that into this little plastic bowl thing. I squeeze a little bit in there, and I like to mix it, or I mixed it with conditioner this time because I haven't used this thing in a while, and I did a strand test, and when I did it with just the Colorista stuff, it made my hair really dark. I wanted to make sure it was a pastel. This is the deep conditioning treatment that I mixed in with my Colorista pink hair color. I just wanted to dilute the color and make it more pastel. Plus, it's good for your hair because I know it's going to be sitting on there for a little bit. So once it becomes like a bubblegum pink, I use that brush. It's easiest to use the brush on the back of my hair, like the hair behind my neck that I can't really reach with my hands that well. Then I'm letting the top half of my hair down and let the bottom half sit. The top half, I'm going to do the same thing again with the Manic Virgin Snow White toner. Again, this is just because I hate how brassy my hair gets now that it's bleached from a dark color to a really pale blonde. Then I'm using this shampoo that I found at my hair salon that I love. It's purple, so purple also cancels out a lot of yellow tones. I especially like to concentrate that on the front pieces of my hair, around the face. And it kind of gives it a little bit of a silvery purple hazy effect too, which I really like. I think it's really pretty. And then I'm going to mix the pink color hair dye with some more conditioner just to dilute it and make it more pastel. Again, the same thing I did for the bottom, and brush it all over the top half. Time to wait. Oh, I'm putting a little more of the Manic stuff in the front again, especially around the edges of my face. I want that to be a nice whitish tone. I don't want that to be yellow at all. My hair is really stubborn. It likes to cling on to that warm undertone. I like to put a stopwatch when I'm doing this kind of thing because I just like to know the total time that has elapsed since I started. And I tie my hair up in a little bun and wait, and then I'll rinse it out and come back. I was kind of nervous that it would be too much, so I went a little lighter this time. This is the first time I've done it this way, because I've been using the Overtone, not Overtone, the Viral Shampoo, this thing. This pastel pink is so hard to keep. It always ends up being blonde. so it'll deposit color, and then when I rinse it out, like it saturates the blonde. But this time I wanted to try a dye because I thought maybe this would have more staying power. It might not be enough to show up this time, but we're about to find out because it's about to dry. Okay, that's enough talking. It already looks kind of purple here. I really hope that shows up once it dries. Okay, so I'm just brushing it out with my wide tooth comb again and waiting for it to dry. I hope it works. Alright, so good morning. It is now the next day. I fell asleep last night, so I rinsed. It was still wet and I fell asleep, and now it's the next day and I'll show you in the day. Let's see how long it takes for it to wash out though. Hopefully not that long. If not, I'll probably go back to doing the Viral Shampoo. Because, you know, this was like more effort by far. Not bad, not bad. Next time I leave it on a little longer, maybe 10 more minutes on the top. I think the bottom saturated the color a little more. And the top is lighter for sure. But I wanted a pale pink, so I'm happy with this. I put a little loose curls in the top on both sides because I like a little bit of more bodies before I had just woken up, and yeah, I look kind of crazy. If you have bleach hair and your hair is like blonde already, you can really do anything. I was scared to do it at first. I was like, oh no, like my precious hair, I'm gonna ruin it, blah blah blah. But honestly, it's not really that damaged. I don't bleach it very often, and when I touch it up, I just re-bleach like the roots where it's grown in. So it's a lot of fun. And that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. I hope it helps.